how do you feel like you've been able to not only generate an audience on there, but build those relationships?
It was so funny, and I was actually telling someone this recently. In the beginning, people would comment on my photos, and I'd be like, oh my God, that's so weird. Like, they don't know me, but they're commenting on my photos. Like, that's crazy. And then, that obviously wore off really quick. And I was like, I should comment on other people's photos and tell them how pretty they are. This is great. So honestly, it was just an amazing way to, make relationships with people from all around the world, from all around Westchester, people that I never knew.
What about you? How are you leveraging social media?
Food's really fun to take pictures of, right, guys? Does a meal happen unless it's been photographed? No, it doesn't exist. So I was thankful to kind of begin this business in an age where it's fun to take pictures of food. So that was really a good kind of trampoline. Like, it really just, I was able to spring up a little bit quicker, because I think if I had started this journey 10 years ago, there wouldn't be, this underlying thing of, ooh, what's happening next? Because there wasn't a way to get the information to the people quick enough.
It's all about making your pictures, if you have a consistent theme in terms of your look, of how your pictures, so you have a consistent look and theme, I think is really important.
Do you guys ever struggle creating content? That's like the biggest thing that I hear in my classes. It's very time consuming. I don't necessarily know what to put together. And if you don't struggle, what is the biggest sources of inspiration that you use?
Stop scrolling the feed. And that's something I stopped doing. I want to say it's like towards the end of last year, the beginning of this year, but just looking at other people's content, I feel like is so inhibiting if you're a content creator yourself. Like, especially on Instagram, where you're just seeing this final product. Like, nature is a beautiful inspiration to me, just being not on my phone.
So having a clear purpose is great. My purpose was to entertain, and I'm finding ways to do it, and challenging ways to do it. So that's one, and your vibe attracts your tribe. The people you surround yourself with, the people who you work with, the people who you live with, the people who you love, those are the people that are gonna really pick you up. Those are the people that that really matter the most.
So let's talk a little bit about frequency. How often is too much? How often is not enough? When do you actually see results with some of your posts?
I post, I just feel like to stay competitive to a degree, I feel like I have to post a minimum, I'd say once a day, but realistically at least 6 days times during the week. So maybe I'll skip a day here and there, just because sometimes it's just so much, and then if you're repeating something, you don't necessarily want to repeat it too soon. But to add on to that, I do find now with the way at least Instagram is, posting photos that people have seen before, you absolutely should do. Whereas in the beginning, I feel like that was you already posted that and you have no content and you're posting it again.
We wanted to take a very personal marketing, strategy. So we were collecting data. We were collecting as many emails as we can, so we can reach you on your email very quickly, because that's how we're getting you your invites, and that's how you're getting the information. And that was the first way to get a key to the club, to the underground club. Yes, you do get a physical key when you sit down for the first time at one of the parties.
So I think that the biggest question that everybody's kind of wondering is, how did you know you could make money, right? So you start a business, you're passionate about it, but how did you figure out how to generate revenue?
From my perspective, it's a very traditional business model. You could, whether think of it as a bakery or not, but the key strategy, which is similar to Andrew's, is I don't want to pay rent. So you want to try to think about ways of keeping your fixed costs as low as possible, and so all you're really looking at is your variable costs, which is a lot easier to keep track of. And when you create these large fixed costs, it just forces you to create lots of volume, and that's, you see lots of storefronts that are going out of business. You see a lot of empty storefronts because rent is very high in Westchester. So I'm trying to avoid paying rent by using a commercial kitchen, doing pop-ups, and social media is a very key enabler for me to help generate word of mouth. So for me, social media is a very, very strong channel for me.
So talk to us about the community, this recurring support system that you essentially have.
So each one of those events that I did throughout the 20-year career I had, or 15 years of DJing, and then the 6 years of cooking, it all was trust. And each event, each party, each dinner, each one being great was able to develop that trust, which was able to build the community that much bigger, that much better.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. This was great.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure. Thank you so much.
And
Thank
thanks
you guys for coming.
Thanks for joining us.
And thank you, Rebecca, for you guys are great.
Becky.